Hi everybody, it's Aitchison here. Welcome to another YDFLive show. I'm the creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you become the influencer that you are. And you already are an influencer, you just don't realise it yet. Here at Your Digital Formula, we want to help you grow that influence even further so you can create a ripple effect around the world. That's really what we're kind of talking about here. That's what the whole purpose of Your Digital Formula. Not specifically about business, this is kind of in general as well. So today is video day. We have a video usually on a Monday for you that gives you kind of, I was going to say tips and tricks, but it's not tips and tricks, it's kind of values and principles kind of business, but also kind of pertains to your personal life as well. And this is about finding your purpose, and this is why YDF, we started kind of Your Digital Formula as well, to help you find out your purpose in life. And if I'm being really honest, I think when we kind of get really down to it, our purpose is in life is to help other people or to empower other people. And that's what hopefully Your Digital Formula does. It gives you a platform so you can reach more people and you empower more people and you create that ripple effect around the world. And our tribe and the Your Digital Formula tribe, we're creating massive kind of ripples. We hopefully want to create tsunamis around the world so it empowers more people around the world. Because one man, I myself, can have a voice that encourages and helps other people, and that's great with the YDF live show, with the CYT live show, for example, as well. That is brilliant to have that. But if I can then teach people what I'm doing and how I've become the influencer that I am, yeah, we'll go with that, and teach people how I become the influencer that I am, and they then become influencers. It empowers so many more people around the world, and that is ultimately what kind of Your Digital Formula is all about. And it was a really kind of enlightening conversation I had with Maria Flynn this morning as well, and I was talking about that. I was talking about kind of purpose, vision, kind of mission as well, and something we're kind of doing for the YDF program as well, because I said the YDF program is going to be split into 3 sections now, and we're working on that just now. Still doing YDF local, Laurie in particular. I know you're waiting on that coming out, so we're still doing that, but we're going to be doing that with the YDF. So today is about finding your purpose in your business life and also in your personal life. And we've got a great video today from Brendan Bouchard. I think he's brilliant. I love Brendan, and I'm going to go and see him at the Growth Conference this year. So we're going to be doing YDF Arizona. So we're taking the YDF program on the road. We're taking it to Arizona, and it's to coincide with the Growth event as well. And if you want a ticket for that, you can kind of give us your details, and we can get you a ticket for the Growth event as well, if you want to go to that as well, if you're going to YDF Arizona. So anybody who buys a YDF kind of Arizona will be able to get a ticket for that at a much reduced cost. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's $600 odd to go to the Growth event, but we can get that for $97 if you're coming to the YDF Arizona event as well. So we'll send out more details about that later on, but that's going to be really good. Really looking forward to that, and that's who we're going to be sharing with you today, Brendan Bouchard, who is one of the co-founders of the Growth event. I'll just see if there's any more questions. If there's any questions before we get on. Margie Tucker says, "And we need your expertise." Thank you, Margie. Yeah, hopefully that's what I'm doing at YDF. I'm giving you the kind of sharing my knowledge freely with you. Not freely, but I'm giving you as much knowledge as I can possibly within the program on these YDF live shows as well, to help you empower other people as well, and to help you overcome that fear of becoming an influencer, because a lot of people have a fear of being an influencer. So it's to help you overcome that as well. Satish Kumar, this is quite a good one. If we become fearless, we become limitless. Love that. That's an excellent one. Tina Farrar's in the house as well. Welcome, Tina. Good morning, Stephen and everybody. It's good to see you, Tina. Right. Okay, so the video today is from Brendan Bouchard, and it's about finding your purpose. So I'm going to share that with you just now. Just bear with me one wee sec.
Let's talk about your life's mission. your life's purpose, what you're here to do. If you know what that is, phenomenal. That's incredible, and congratulations, because so few people will ever find that. But I also want to rattle it a little bit if you think you know what it is, and also make it okay if you don't know what it is. You know, there's this big myth that all of us have to have this one narrowly defined mission on the planet. And I'm not sure that that's so true. And if you track it back into the times of philosophy, or you track it back in times of more of the modern era, you start to see it really started to emerge as a big conversation really around that time when, you know, people were supposed to be apprentices in little villages. That time that really animated in the popular culture was when it was all about the Industrial Revolution. Figure out your niche, your skill, the thing that you're supposed to do. And I don't see that as relevant today, where you have so many people who are doing multiple passion projects that they're deeply engaged with, they find meaningful, they find fulfilling, and they're difficult to put on a business card as one thing. I actually believe that as cultures continue to become more developed, as the worldwide global sort of phenomenon happens of freelancers, of very flexible workplaces and work ideas, that we'll start to see more and more people getting away from this idea that they have to be one thing. You don't have to be or do just one thing. A lot of the great leaders, scientists, thought leaders of the past, they did lots of things. They had lots of goofy passions. Einstein didn't just do one thing. He actually had an incredible diversity of interests. So did Leonardo da Vinci, and so did Michelangelo, so does Bill Gates. I mean, come on, it's like very few people have just this one thing. They might become known for one thing, but as you see, the more wealth someone gets or the more influence they get, the more they tend to diverge out into multiple areas of interest that draw their passion. And it's hard to just find what's their one mission. Today, with so many opportunities, I think it's not about just one mission, because you're gonna have lots of missions that you go on in your life, but rather it's about finding messages that are important to you. You know, things that you say, I believe in that message and I'm gonna support it in every way I can. And I believe in this over here too. I'm gonna support it in every way that I can. And I believe in this project, I'm gonna support it in every way I can. It's important to have a diversity of interests and missions in life, I believe. But to those who say no, that you gotta have this one thing. Brendan, I feel so lost and confused. I gotta have a thing. What's my thing? Well, here's some ideas for you. First and foremost, if you're looking for one defined mission in your life, make it this: to live the best quality of life that you can. And what that means is it's gonna be not just focusing on one thing, it's gonna look at your overall life. What do I mean by that? Well, when you think about your life, there's so many areas of your life, right? You've got your health, you've got your relationships, you've got your intimate relationship, if you have one, you've got your finances, you've got your spirituality and your practices, you've got your hobbies, you've got, your ability to do something, to have a job or career or mission or purpose. You've got all these 7 or 8 major areas of your life. I think that everyone's mission should be, how can I grow in each of those areas and live each of those areas by my own standards, by my own ambitions, contributing what I really desire in this area? How can I optimize my health? How can I optimize what I do during the day? How can I optimize my relationships? It's that idea that we can all grow and develop a greater level of self-mastery in all areas of our life. And I often tell people, if you start optimizing all the different areas of your life, the mission begins to emerge. Because what you'll have to go through to improve each of those areas of your life will start connecting you with new learning, new ideas, new mentors, new role models. And in that process, you'll start to see more things. Because you know what? It's hard to have a mission in life if you've never seen anything. So what I always tell high schoolers or college graduates, I'm like, go out and see stuff. See the world. Go explore a little bit. It's hard to say, well, here's what I'm supposed to do if you've never seen anything. So go try a bunch of different things. I would say also follow your interests. If you're deeply curious in your off hours, you're paying attention to photography, or you find yourself always so fascinated by this one topic, whether it's fashion or music or the arts, or whether it's geeking out and coding on cool stuff, it's like whatever it is that you're just passionately interested in, that interest might develop into a calling. that interest might be worth exploring. That might interest, like, go down the wormhole. Don't be scared of it. Be like, oh wow, I'm interested in this for some reason. I wonder if I can do an internship on that. I wonder if I could get a job in that, and really, or do something to earn some revenue doing something like that. Like, really get passionate about your interests, and as you do that, you'll start to find out what's really right for you. And sometimes after doing something right for you long enough and being rewarded for it, you say, this is my thing. This is what I'm supposed to do. I would share that last idea is that if you can free yourself at this point in your life to allow yourself to transition from one thing to another, you're more likely to find the mission. A lot of people never find the mission, if that really exists, because what ends up happening is they get stopped and blocked and stuck into doing one thing, and they're scared to transition. Those who tend to find their real mission, if you talk to them, they transitioned to a lot of different things. They had a lot of different interests, and they weren't scared to bounce from one job to another, one career or company to another, one passionate pursuit to another. In other words, they tried a lot of things. They had a lot of resilience and a lot of self-reliance in trying new things and bouncing back from those things that didn't work. And so if you just feel totally stuck and I just have no idea what I'm supposed to do, then what you're supposed to do is change. If you're at that place where you're just like, I'm so confused about what I'm supposed to do, you need to shift. You need to get into your heart, into your head, into your spirit and say, what would be something that would draw my passion right now? What could I be really interested in? And bounce. Go to that thing. Try that thing. Really get into it, because if you're stuck, you're never going to find it. Oh, and bonus idea for you. If you don't know what your mission is, you've pursued all your passions, you've gone down the wormhole of your interests, you've seen the world, and you still don't know what you're supposed to be doing, a simple thing. Ask how you can help. Sometimes we think we're going to figure it out in some esoteric, amazing moment of, I found my calling or my passion. Like someday we're going to walk out the door and the piano of purpose lands on you. It might not happen that way. You might not actually be able to figure out your mission or your purpose until you serve, until you help people. So on your personal journey to try and figure out what you're supposed to do, don't forget to stop and ask others, how can I help? Do you need anything? Sometimes in those moments of service and helping other people, we get our greatest levels of transformation and clarity. I hope that serves you, and I hope that you find a little piece of your own mission in this world, whether it's multiple missions, or it's one message or multiple message, or it's one grand unifying thing that enlivens you every day. Whatever it is, once you feel like you have tastes of those, once you know you have some of those, follow them. Put your whole heart into it. Go at it with full excitement and engagement, and you'll start to have what we call the charged life.
Hi, welcome back everybody. And that was only a short video from Brendan, but Brendan is brilliant. I love kind of everything Brendan is doing in business, in the kind of personal development space as well. He's got kind of two separate spaces that he kind of operates in, the business space and the personal development space. And each space that he just does with enthusiasm, with drive, with passion, with everything else. But the topic today was about finding your passion. And that's what I've been saying, I don't know for how long, for months. Because people don't find a passion over the night, or they don't find a passion overnight. So it's not as if you kind of suddenly wake up one day and you know what your passion is going to be. And just to give you a very quick journey of how I got here, I knew somehow I wanted to help people in some way. In some way, I didn't know quite what way that was, but I knew I wanted to help people in some way. I'd learned kind of a lot, I went through a lot of life lessons, went through a lot of shit, and I was kind of getting asked questions and I was helping people. And then I thought, I really want to help people in a much bigger way. So I decided back in 1990s, at the way back at the beginning, in 1993 or something, I wanted to go into nursing. I thought nursing was the way to go to help people, to heal, not to heal the sick, but just to help people on the recovery from illness in hospitals and stuff like that. So I went down that path, and I travelled that path of kind of helping people by becoming a nurse. But I only done that for 18 months. I'd done the training for 18 months and decided to kind of give up and say, it's the right thing I want to do, but it's not the right path. It's not necessarily the right vehicle which I want to help people with. So then I thought, okay, what else can I do? So I did a psychology degree. I thought helping people with the mental health issues would be fantastic. Plus, I love psychology and I was really interested in it for myself as well, just to learn and get the psychology degree because I wanted to prove to myself I could do it. So I'd done a psychology degree. And then after that, I was in kind of BT business, which I didn't enjoy at all. Not at all, but I didn't really enjoy it. And then I kind of started, applied for jobs. It took me 33 applications before I got a job in the council, which is the local kind of council we have in these areas. 33 applications to get a job as a homeless worker, helping the homeless just try and get a house and trying to help them with their addiction recovery and just help them in general. And then I niched it down and helped drug and alcohol, or people with drug and alcohol issues. And that's where I was just before I went full time in 2012 doing this and doing business online, the personal development space and the business space. So you can see from that journey, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I was interested in, but the path wasn't a straight path to get to where I am today. It kind of zigzagged along. You have to try different things. So as long as you're interested in something, as long as you've got an inkling of what you want to do, you might think, well, I'm not really truly passionate about it. But if you take that action step to something that you're interested in, that's when you start to find what you're really passionate about. And that's when you start to find out, okay, this is my purpose. I've found what my purpose is in life. And as Brendan says there, you don't need to just have one kind of passion or one purpose. There could be other different ways to do it. You could be totally interested in business like I am, but also really interested in personal development. That's another passion that I've got as well. And there's other things I'm really kind of passionate about, but you kind of divide your time between them. So just wondering if you have kind of any questions about that. I just thought that was a brilliant video from Brendan, just explaining that you don't have to have the one passion and you just need to take action and start something. Start along the road to what you're interested in. And that's when you'll find your passion. That's when you'll find your purpose. And that leads on to kind of what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about in the YDF program as well, about kind of your vision and your mission statement. That's what myself and Maria were talking about as well. And that further helps you clarify exactly what you want to do in your life. We'll just look at a couple of comments just now. Cheryl Fletcher Greening. You're such an inspiration, Steve, and amazing. So, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And I was saying to Maria this morning, should I share that? I don't know if I should share that. No, I won't share that. I'll just leave that. That's a kind of personal thing. I'm usually very open and honest, but some things I probably will tell you another time. Coming from Howard Mann, what we go through helps us help others. That's exactly it. If you've learned, and I truly believe this as well, if you go through a shitty period in your life, and we all go through shitty periods, then you can use that shitty period when you come out the other end of it to help others get through their shitty periods. And that's one way of giving back to the world. You're here for contribution. You're not here for egotistical reasons. You're not here to feed just your soul. You're not here to feed yourself and just kind of grow as much as you can without helping others. Your ultimate goal, and I think that's what a lot of people are going to find, but they haven't maybe discovered it yet, is you're here to give back to the world in some way, whatever way that is. And I think that's when we'll discover our true purpose in life. When we discover and get it into our heads that what we're really here to do is leave a legacy, leave a mark, help other people to empower themselves. And if we can do that in any way, in business, that's exactly what I'm doing in business. I'm teaching business owners to grow the platform, to get the right mindset, to develop an online business and to grow the business as well as grow the platform. That is helping them empower other people. So I'm empowering them to help them empower other people as well. And there's a lot of YDF tribe members here as well that are doing just that. They're empowering other people every single day, even with an image quote that they've got, or a video, or the programs that they've got, or their coaching, or the services that they've got. They're helping to empower other people. And ultimately, I think that's what we'll find, that us giving back to the world is what is going to what's going to help us find a real purpose and passion in life as well. Emma Nabil, I found my purpose when I was 17. I took a 10-week counselling skills course in my lunch hour and my passion was ignited. It has been a long road of training, experiencing ups and downs that has actually helped me to help clients better. Finally running my own business, which I love. Excellent. Thank you, Stephen, for sharing this video. I totally benefit from your inspiring talk. That's brilliant, Emma. And that's a great example of you taking action. So you've done that during your lunch hour, and you took action, and from that you found your calling in life, you found your purpose and your passion as well. Tina Farrar, great video. I will rewatch a couple of times because I wonder what my purpose is. Brings me a bit closer, just saying. Excellent, Tina. And I've seen you kind of on video in the Funk to Freedom group, kind of especially as well. And you can see yourself searching almost for what you want to do in your life, and you can see also that you're coming closer. I've never watched kind of every single video, but you can see that as something I picked up when I watched the very first video of yours as well, and just from your kind of interactions as well, you can see you're searching for something, and that very action of searching is what is going to help you find what you're truly here to do, what your purpose is. It's the people that don't search, the people that are not even aware that they need to search, nothing's going to work for them. Even you asking the question, what's my purpose, is an action in and of itself. So if you think about it that way, and if you're constantly doing that, but taking action is going to be a brilliant thing for you as well. Cheryl Fletcher Greening, so true, Stephen. Challenges that we go through helps us to relate to other people. If you don't walk a mile in their shoes, you don't understand what they're going through. And I think this is where a lot of people find their purpose and passion in life. And I found that you know, a lot of charities are started when somebody loses a loved one, or somebody loses a child or something, for example, to a disease, say leukemia or something. Then the mother and father kind of get together and they want to make that life meaningful. And obviously that life was meaningful to their daughter or their son or whatever. But they want to grow that and they want to make it something different. So they go out and they help other leukemia sufferers, people that suffer from leukemia, and trying to raise money and awareness for leukemia, for example. That's just one example. But you find that a lot. When people go through shit, they start a movement to help other people who are going through similar kinds of shit in their life as well. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And this is YDF. YDF as well. I couldn't figure out how to grow a Facebook page, so I had to figure out all on my own. And that's not going through shit. I just done a lot of mistakes and done a lot of experimentation. And then through all the mistakes and experimentation, the shit that I went through trying to grow a platform, then I'm now passing that on to others as well, which is helping me in business, but it's empowering you to empower other people as well. That's the aim of it anyway. Comment from Jen Atkinson. I don't think you realise how inspirational you are, Stephen. I'm so grateful I found your page, and being a YDF Braveheart helps me feel every day like I'm getting one step closer to really living my purpose. Thank you. Jen, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go to the next comment. Diana Bidwa. Absolutely, Stephen, you inspired me to start my Facebook page, the DNA Show. So I ran with your idea, and I'm passionate with helping other people share their creativity. Thank you so much. And I love that, DNA. I know you've been on from the kind of very beginning, and we were having conversations through the live and just saying, start your page, start your live show. And you've done that. You've run with it. You've taken action. It's all about taking action. And that's why I just love it. And when you see people doing that, and like yourself as well, Jen, like kind of Maria and Laurie and all the kind of other YDF kind of tribe members here, when you see them taking action, that's when you go, this was all worth it. Everything that I went through in the past, all the kind of angst about starting a program, about what platform to use, what to charge, just all the things to do with starting a business. When you see people like yourselves actually taking action, that's when you go, yeah, This was all worth it. All the shit I went through in the past, totally worth it. Just to see you getting on. And it's like giving Christmas presents. You love giving Christmas presents. You don't necessarily want to receive. You're not really bothered about receiving Christmas presents. It's just you want to see the surprise and that kind of look on people's faces when you give them the Christmas present. You've really thought about the Christmas present. You think, oh, they're going to love this. They're going to love it. And then you give them the Christmas present and they just totally love it. And it's just seeing the faces. And that's what it's like with the kind of YDF program as well. When you see people growing and they're doing the live shows and the page is growing and they're bringing in money as well. That's kind of one of the aims now, to get you more money for the YDF tribe members. So you can support yourself, so you're supporting other people as well. If you bring in money, you support yourself and you can support and help more and more people. So that's one of the aims of the YDF program forward and going forward as well. So yeah, it's just a beautiful feeling to watch you all grow as well. Maria Flynn, we can help others into freedom in every area of life, and with this we create freedom for ourselves too. Just my 2 cents. Hashtag. Yeah, it is. It's so true. And if we can help others, and I think I've been saying this for a long time as well, instead of asking, if you're in business, instead of asking how can I make more money, is how can I help more people? If you ask that every single day, how can I help more people? It shifts your perspective on your business totally, and it moves your business in a different direction. It's just a great thing. DNA Boudoir, I'm in YDF Monthly, and it's so incredibly informative. Love it. One day I'll be a fully fledged Braveheart. Yes, be great to see you in there, DNA. And this is about making it when the time is right for you to join the full YDF program, DNA. So there's no pressure there. There's nothing there whatsoever. This is about, you know, the value that it's going to bring. It's just about when the time is right for you. And one day you're going to get kind of wake up and your business is going to be moving a wee bit forward, and you're just going to say, now's the time. Now's the time I'm going to become a Braveheart and join the YDF tribe as well. But you're in YDF Monthly and you've taken action, and I love that as well. It's brilliant. Okay, with that said, that's perfect segue into, we've got the YDF Monthly program coming up tonight. Myself and Maria Flynn, we get together for about 40 minutes and we're going to train you, or I can teach you about groups, Facebook groups, and how important they are, how to start one, how to grow one, and how to monetize one to a degree as well. So we're going to teach you that for 40 minutes, and then we'll have a 40-minute Q&A session after that as well. So that's happening tonight. It's the first Monday of every month. It's only $29 and you can hop in and out as and when you want. So you can join us using the link above this video or the link above the comments, and you'll be able to kind of join myself and Maria Flynn and the other YDF Monthly members as well, and the YDF tribe members, because they get this program for free if you're in the YDF full program as well. So that's what's going to be tonight. I really hope you can join us tonight. It's going to be really good, this training. I love kind of the topic of Facebook groups and what they can do for your business as well, in particular to grow your tribe, because you want that tribe of growth-minded people around about you that are having they've got the same energy as you, or higher level kind of energy, to help people in the world. So that's what it's all about. So if I don't see you tonight, I will see you tomorrow. Have a brilliant day whatever you're doing, and namaste. Take care. Bye now.